Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They ain't talking shit on that.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Give. Hey, turn it out. You go take.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
A loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, them niggas came in profusely.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Nice, Dustin.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
They start on the ground.
Nah, because I was thinking, I'm like, dang, I'm thinking about something else. I'm thinking about somebody else. What's up, mama?
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Yeah, I'm bringing out whole gang. Okay.
On second down, Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
What?
Let's go now. At the 60. At the 60. We got 4. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Here we go. D, get off the field.
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Yeah, over here.
That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On second down, Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he'll let this one go deep for Chubb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the 1st quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's got room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, bullshit. That's by a whole yard.
A big pickup of 38.
By a whole yard.
A heck of a time to run
By a whole yard.
We've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started
By a whole
playing.
yard.
Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way
good.
and you hit back the opposite side, there's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big game.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Niggas say on everything. Beat was gonna get this. Beat was gone.
His carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
That's fucking Madden.
The LA defense up the
They're gonna Madden again.
Pushes this
They're
to
gonna Madden.
down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lambeau will put this
Madden
one
with
through.
his shit.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jay, I feel like Will. I feel like myself. It will be.
The Charger drive about to get going, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, Other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
No, that nigga over there doing too much edit. I'm looking. You can tell what all he doing.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards there, first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I seen the receiver go the other way.
Now Eckler.
Come on, say, cuz.
Say,
cuz. I'm getting tired of them and this bullshit.
I could see what he was thinking on that carry.
Because I'm telling you, if I'm getting my hit, just back, take him back to the house, sir.
Carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It was Taylor that got me on ass.
Herbert now. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
They hold me till he had
He is
touchdown.
out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
You know how they do. I ain't even worried about it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Herbert's pass. Complete.
And we're just 4 seconds left in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Did they kick? I'm telling you.
37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
You said your scared. I ain't looking at that at all.
To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
No, you probably talking shit. You need to probably whoop this man.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
Oh my God! Boy, they said incomplete. Cause I swear to God, boy, I about this is not going to be a game.
Connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
My thing is, it's like he only get most of his stuff because he got the time. Because he throwing it to the nigga. His first choice, I can tell the dude he want to throw it to is the nigga I'm on every time.
But in this
the
situation,
so
the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That it falls.
Bro, and that's why I hate that they didn't even let me try to.
A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now,
getting on
my
last 3,000. Getting on my goddamn nerve. again because I'm still trying to wake up. So wake up, son.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Come the fuck on, man.
Incomplete.
Madden this bullshit.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here with Eckler. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. There for a tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Muhammad. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert, Jordan.
That's fucking pick, man. And everybody knows damn well that's a pick, nigga. That's the I was lurked the fuck out. Getting that bullshit.
The field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimum gain.
All fucking game long.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
C.J. Henderson.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Back now in Jacksonville. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Bullshit.
Picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Kicker on for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
2nd and inches at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 41 for Mike. 41 for Mike. Check 41. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
We got to add something to the niggas. That was a badass hit in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler.
Oh, my God. State's going to hold the shit out of my team
at
this
the
time.
28. 4 yards on the pick there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Madden.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Yeah.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kenneth Murray. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Or early, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Final score, Chargers
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Chargers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Eli. Ring her? Oh, I hear you. I said, I heard her. Oh, you did lose. It just popped up right there just now. Yo lost. That bitch literally just popped up. Oh shit! That nigga was for real. I ain't think he's gonna lose like that much. Like, man. Fuck that nigga D looking at it. I knew I was gonna lose that last game. Once a few shit started happening, I know I'm gonna lose this game.